Today is the best day ever, Flamepaw cried out. She pranced in a circle around her family. Why, Flamepaw, what's got you in such a good mood? Her mother asked. Lemonpaw wants to hunt with me. Alone! Flamepaw sighed dreamily. Don't you do that basically every day? Finkit asked. No, usually someone else is there, Flamepaw retorted. Well, just make sure you're back by nightfall. We're having a feast in camp while we watch Cometsight's blaze, Lawrence explained. What's Cometsight's blaze? Finkit asked. Well, it's a comet that only passes us by every 888 years, Lawrence said. We only know this thanks to the two legs and their technology, of course, but it's still a good enough occasion for a feast. Wow, a comet, Finkit said. Why is it called Cometsight's blaze? It's said that the last time this comet passed us by, a clan cat spotted it and realized it was a sign from StarClan, signaling a forest fire. He saved the clans and was renamed Cometsight. Flameclaw told the story excitedly. It's said that if you wish on a comet, your wish will come true. Cometsight wished for the safety of the clans, and he got his wish. Wow! Come on, Fern! I know what we're going to do today! Finkit leapt up and ran over to his favorite tree. Fern followed him slowly. Flamepaw also left, headed for the apprentice's den. Where? There goes family time. Flameclaw sighed. Lawrence looked around. Speaking of family, where is Perry? Perry was hurrying through town to his lair when Major appeared out of a bush and startled him. Sorry to disturb you, Agent P, but we've received intel that all of the prey in MeadowClan has disappeared. Perry's eyes widened. This has Hines written all over it. Go lay your smackdown on him, Agent P, Major directed. Perry saluted and ran off. Stacy leapt out of a nearby window and landed behind Major. The fate of the world rests entirely on your shoulders, Major called out after Perry. Stacy looked around, but she didn't see Perry. Are you talking to me? She asked. Major spun around, looking alarmed. Ah, yes, Stacy, was it? That's me. How do you know my name? Stacy asked. Well, your money could be helping to raise awareness for, anti-disestablishmentarianism, Major bluffed. What does that do? Stacy tilted her head. It makes you look pale and weak, like that cat over there. He gestured to Carl, who was standing across the street. Oh no, how dreadful. Wait, anti-disestablishmentarianism? That's more of an ideological stance than a disease. Oh, well, look, they just found a cure. See, he's doing better already. Got to go. Bye. Major sprinted away, leaving Stacy to stare after him in confusion. Let's go, Flamepaw cheered. Lemonpaw was finally ready to go hunting. Sure, you don't mind if Curlkit comes along too, do you? Lemonpaw asked. Oh, sure. Flamepaw faked a smile, her good mood quickly fading. Though, I thought it was just going to be us. Yeah, well, Mom asked me to keep an eye on my cousin for the afternoon. Who's my favorite cat? Lemonpaw looked at Curlkit. I am, Curlkit chirped. Let's just go, Flamepaw said. We have to get a lot of prey for this feast tonight. I'll catch the most, Curlkit said. I'm sure you will, Lemonpaw encouraged her. Flamepaw sighed quietly and resigned herself to a much worse afternoon than what she'd originally envisioned. At least she was spending time with Lemonpaw still. The three of them headed through the forest, emerging from the trees to the large meadow that the clan was named after. Race you there, Lemonpaw called out suddenly, and he ran forwards. Wait up, Flamepaw replied, but before she could take off, Curlkit tapped her with her tail. Don't forget, I'm his favorite cat, Curlkit smirked meanly. Okay, Flamepaw frowned. What's the hold up? Lemonpaw called out from across the meadow. Coming! Flamepaw ran after him, Curlkit quick behind her. There's some Dunkleberry clan cats at the swamp border, Lemonpaw said. I can smell them. I want to catch a frog, Curlkit chirped. Well, let's go see if they're feeling friendly then, Lemonpaw agreed. Flamepaw was frozen. Dunkleberry clan cats? Uh-oh. But she snapped out of it when Lemonpaw looked at her, and she laughed nervously. All right, Fern, the first thing we need is a lens, Finkit said. The brothers got to work on their construction. Before long, there was a large building in the middle of camp. Finkit turned on the laser to test it, and it nicked him in the ear. Cool! I look like Flamepaw now, Finkit exclaimed. Fern eyed the wounds carefully, but the heat had instantly cauterized it. Finkit was fine. Hey, Finkit, what you doing? Belkit asked, peeking her head into the building. We're making a giant observatory to view Cometsight's blaze. We're going to have a laser light show, and then as a grand finale, laser our faces into the comet. That way, when it comes back in 888 moons, our descendants will be able to remember us. Oh yeah, and there's also this big feast we can enjoy afterwards. You had me at our descendants. What? Feast! You had me at feast. Flameclaw and Lawrence were out on the territory as well, tracking down the scent trail of a mouse. Weird. It just ends here, Lawrence said, stopping by a tree. Is there a mouse hole there? Flameclaw asked. No, and it couldn't have climbed the tree either. It's like it flew away. Don't be ridiculous, Flameclaw chastised him. Mice can't fly. I'm going to go talk to their patrol, Lemonpaw said. It's less threatening if we don't all go. Keep an eye on Curlkit, please. Okay. Flamepaw looked around as Lemonpaw headed down towards the swamp. Curlkit! Curlkit! Curlkit was eyeing a rather large spider, the natural prey of the common swamp frog, on the ground by the swamp. She caught it quickly and then turned to Flamepaw, who was approaching her angrily. Curlkit, you can't run off! Curlkit tossed the spider in Flamepaw's open mouth. She giggled at Flamepaw's reaction. Eep! Flamepaw gagged on the large spider. She was about to spit it out when a long tongue shot out towards her face. She batted it away, but the frog it was attached to was persistent. It jumped straight at her, landing in her mouth and instantly eating the spider. Arrgh! Flamepaw gargled, trying to spit out the frog, which didn't want to leave her mouth until it was done with its meal. Curlkit stared at her with wide eyes. Lemonpaw? She called out. Lemonpaw, over by the Dunkleberry clan patrol, looked up and spotted them. The Dunkleberry clan cats were in the middle of performing a song for him. Somebody, anybody, scream! Arrgh! Flamepaw screamed. Lemonpaw startled, racing over to her. The Dunkleberry clan cats followed, excited that someone had joined into their song. There's frogs in my throat! Flamepaw bit out through her mouthful of frog. That Molly's got some serious frogs in her throat, one Dunkleberry clan cat exclaimed. There's frogs in my throat! Tell me what's shining your glossy coat. F-I-M-T, frogs in my throat. Ain't got no turtles, ain't got no toads. F-I-M-T, frogs in my throat. F to the I to the M to the T, then maybe you can be moving like me. Step right over and watch me put it down. Frogs, frogs, step right over and watch me put it. F to the I to the M to the T. When you sail to the islands, do you take a boat? F-I-M-T, frogs in my throat. When you're about to leave, do you write a note? F-I-M-T, frogs in my throat. Shopping for bags when you find a toad. F-I-M-T, frogs in my throat. Got a grandmother living right past the moat. She can't see the frogs in my throat. Step right over and watch me put it down. Frogs, frogs, step right over and watch me put it. F to the I to the M to the T. Tell me the lyrics to the song you wrote. F-I-M-T, frogs in my throat. If you're a real patriot, then you better vote. F-I-M-T, frogs in my throat. I would eat 1,000 meals if it all was free. But baby, that squirrel made it up the tree. It's a hard, hard living, but it's what I need. F to the I to the M to the T. Step right over and watch me put it down. Frogs, frogs, step right over and watch me put it down, down on the ground. 'Cause you know I got it going on. F to the I to the M to the T. F to the I to the M to the T. M. Wrestling with sheep, baby, you're the goat. Yes. F to the I to the M to the T. Frogs, frogs. F to the I to the M to the T. F. Here's a pen, time to draft that note. I. Quick then, send it, I can read what you wrote. M. Ain't no ballot, but I've got your vote. T. No, it ain't squirrels. No, it ain't toads. I got frogs in my throat. Flamepaw gagged a final time, and the frog finally jumped out of her mouth and leapt away. Damn, she had a real frog in her throat, one of the Dunkleberry clan cats said. We just got served, the other one whispered. Flamepaw, are you okay? Lemonpaw asked. Perry knocked, and Hines answered the door. Perry reeled back, confused by the 2 pieces of prey tied to Hines' face. Hines squinted under them, revealing 2 black eyes. Ah, Perry the Platypus. Eyeing my latest invention, are we? I call them steak specks, because they're spectacles and also made of meat. Anyways, I plan on mass-producing them and making millions. Come over, here, see. I've gathered up all the prey from the nearby meadow clan and contained it here within my lair. Perry walked up to the large container of prey. He winced. Some of it was still alive. Then he noticed a large nader sitting by the window. He pointed to it judgmentally. Oh, that? Hines asked. That's just a giant heat ray in case I want to do something evil later. Are you sure you're okay, Flamepaw? Lemonpaw asked again. The Dunkleberry clan cat's gazes were burning into Flamepaw's skin, and she shivered. Yes, I'm fine, she snapped. Let's just get back to hunting. We haven't caught anything yet. Flamepaw! Look what I caught, Curlkit called out. Flamepaw turned to see Curlkit standing proudly over the corpse of the frog that had previously inhabited her throat. She held back a scream, but couldn't stop herself from flinching. Curlkit frowned. Good catch, Curlkit, Lemonpaw praised. He looked up at the sky. We should head back to camp. We can catch some more stuff on the way there. Cats of Meadow Clan, Finkit called out. Welcome to our observatory. Come on in, the laser show will start momentarily. Everyone filed into the building. Most of them were feeling disappointed after having returned from their hunt's empty pod, but this show might cheer them up. At least that was Finkit's hope. Space. It's really big, Finkit began explaining. It's filled with planets of all shapes and sizes and billions of shiny stars. Space also has large comets soaring through it, including one named after an ancient clan cat, Cometsight's Blaze. Flamepaw approached the camp, immediately noticing the large building. What's going on? She asked. I don't know, but let's go in now. Hopefully the others caught more than just one frog for the feast. Flamepaw sighed. He, Flamepaw, and Curlkit entered camp and walked into the building. Cool, Lemonpaw said, wandering off with Curlkit. But Flamepaw's eyes were fixed on her brother, specifically her brother's ear. It was torn, just like hers. She hunched over, breathing rapidly. No. He was safe. Finkit wasn't in danger. He couldn't have his ear torn like that. She promised to protect him. The scent from the Jungleberry clan cats at the border rose to Flamepaw's nose at that moment. It had been clinging to her pelt, but now it just reminded her of something horrible. She spun around and raced out of camp. Mom! Where are you? Behold, Cometsight's Blaze! Finkit announced as the comet came into view. Commence laser engraving sequence! Fern flipped a switch, and the comet was soon engraved with their faces. Ooh, everyone said. Hey, Perry the Platypus, you're not trying to hack into the heat ray system, are you? Oh, what am I worried about? You'll never guess my super secret password, Heinz grinned. The computer buzzed. Heinz Delicious. Access granted. Okay, that's it. Heinz reached out to stop Perry. Perry flipped him onto the heat ray, slamming him against a button. System overload, the computer buzzed. This should be fun, Heinz sighed as the machine began to fire randomly. Everyone, please evacuate, Finkit called out. Something was shooting beams of light through the building, breaking everything. Everyone ran out of the building, screaming. Just in time, too, because a second later the building blew up. Everyone stared. That, Finkit said, that was awesome! Not my prey! My future steak specs! Heinz called out. The heat ray was beaming directly into the container of prey, and a moment later both things exploded. Curse you, Perry the Platypus! Heinz called out. Ooh, something smells delicious. Flameclaw and Lawrence arrived back at camp, disappointed in themselves. I can't believe we went around the whole territory and couldn't find one piece of fresh kill, Flameclaw complained. They entered camp to see everyone standing around. The only piece of prey was a slimy frog. Sorry, everyone, there's no prey to be found, Lawrence called out. The rest of the clan chimed in, each of them confirming that they hadn't seen anything. Flamepaw ran back into the camp, panting heavily. Flameclaw turned around. Flamepaw? What? It's Finkit! He got to him! He's hurt like I was! Flamepaw hissed. What? Flameclaw growled. She spun around, searching through the crowd for her sons. When she spotted Finkit, she marched over to him, licking the wound on his ear fiercely. I'm so sorry, Finn. I should have been there, Flameclaw said, her voice trembling. It's okay, Mom. It was an accident. Now I look like Flamepaw, though. Isn't that cool? It was an accident? Flameclaw blinked. Yeah. Honey, are you okay? Lawrence walked through the crowd towards his mate. Yes, everything is okay. Flameclaw shut her eyes. I'm just thinking about something that isn't here. It's all right. I'm hungry, Finkit said. Well, we might not have prey, but at least we can enjoy Cometsight's Blaze together, Lawrence said. What do you wish for? I wish we had food, Flameclaw muttered. A moment later, a piece of roasted squirrel landed next to her. All over camp, cooked prey was raining down. I'll be honest, I didn't think that was going to work. Everyone started eating, not questioning the prey, which must have come from StarClan themselves. Perry landed in camp as well. Oh, there you are, Perry, Finkit said. Flamepaw, are you okay? Lumenpaw asked, approaching Flamepaw, who was still panting by the camp entrance. You're worried about me? Yeah, you don't look so good. What's wrong? Nothing, apparently. I overreacted. Flamepaw stared at her paws, ashamed. I don't think you did. It's been a rough day for you. I'm sorry about the frog earlier. Flamepaw shivered. Thanks. So, Lumenpaw looked up. That's Cometsight's Blaze. Yeah. Flamepaw looked up from her paws and searched the sky. Did you make a wish? Lumenpaw asked. Yes. Did it come true? Lumenpaw curled his tail around Flamepaw's. It just did. Flamepaw smiled.